Hump day, everybody. We go again. Let's talk Euros. Let's talk Ancelotti. Let's talk transfers. Here we go. So we're back. We move. We'll just be catching up on latest gossip, really. We're live from Danny's bar. What an absolute treat. The sun was shining. Can't complain, can we? Myself, Danny, Lee, Scott's in the background there doing the barbecue. Caroline's in with us as well somewhere. Shout out to Stumble In. Best bar in Potter's Bar. I'm not going to invite you all here because, that's not my thing to do. It's not my position to do that, but we move. Hope you all had a good bank holiday weekend. Firstly, congrats to Brentford. Absolutely massive win for Brentford. Didn't think they'll turn up. They got the job done. But yeah, we'll probably start on Chelsea, I think, unfortunately. I don't want to discuss this long, to be honest. I really don't want to. But anyone that tunes in that hasn't already, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button if you haven't. If you're new, keep going. The league may be done, but Euros content is coming. I promise you that. We do it from anywhere. We do pod in the pub. This is a pod in the pub, to be honest, but it is. Pod in the garden. Yeah, pod in the garden. Yeah, pod in the garden. But let's talk about Chelsea as briefly as we can.
I wish we didn't have to.
Yeah. Lee's feeling the same as us. To be honest, I don't really want to speak. Best bar in town, evening, guys. Love that. Gee, absolutely big up to you. Lee, you playing the piano. I mean, there's only so much you can say about this, really, isn't there? I don't really think there was much from City. I don't think City were the way they performed. I'm not putting a downer on Chelsea. I just think City weren't themselves. I think we all watched it here on Saturday night, to be honest. I don't think City turned up. I think if it was the City on the day, they would have probably won the game. But congrats to them. Massive season for Tuchel. Massive season for Chelsea, really. Top four. I know Tottenham got you there, slide dig. But one thing I want to just bring up before I ask what Lee and Danny think about it. Why win a trophy and then certain fans go to Arsenal's ground? It's literally asking for us to pay revenge and just think, you know what, you're still thinking about us even after winning the biggest trophy in the world. But yeah, shout out to Luke David, big up Rivalry Aside TV. And Luke, it was like we were just touching, Tottenham bloody saving Chelsea. Who would have thought? It's literally an Arsenal fan's worst idea of an evening. But yeah, I'll go to Danny first. I just want to see Danny's sort of thoughts on the game. Danny, what do you think happened in terms of like Saturday night? What went wrong for City and how Chelsea ended up getting this?
I just think City bottled it.
Yeah.
I don't know what you think, Lee. I think it bottled it, really. Whether it is unknown territory for them being in Champions League final, whether the whole thing got to them. Obviously, Chelsea have been there before. What did Luke say? Danny Boy, what's your centre mid prediction for the first game, bro?
I think he's talking England. We'll talk about England briefly, mate. Stay tuned, and we're going to be talking about England at the end. But look who's just popped in. My shock horror. Champions, ole. Oh, she's buzzing. Look. Charlotte was on with us on Saturday. If you haven't watched that already, go check it out. I mean, I'm not going to say anything. I can't at the moment. All I'm going to say is your fans turn to our stadium as soon as you won a trophy. That shows how big we still are. Like if we won a trophy, I'm telling you right now, Stamford Bridge is the last place I would fucking be. But yeah, Pep bottled it. Pep overthought it again. I didn't. I didn't. Yeah, good on you. Good on you. I think any Chelsea fan that does that just needs to wake up and smell the coffee. Like, you've just won a trophy. Go celebrate in a pub. Go do something different. And definitely don't put scarves on our statues. I just think that's embarrassing personally. And I'll say that to the guy's face, whoever it was that did it.
I want to go to Lee as a neutral. What do you make of it?
I can understand it, to be fair. 100%.
Completely against that.
You switch it round, right? You say Arsenal won the Champions League. You're telling me there ain't Arsenal fans who are going to go around sticking stuff around the Spurs stadium?
Nah.
100%. You just get drunk people.
I'm not going all the way up to. I'm not going all the way up to White Hart Lake.
No, I don't think he's saying you. I think generally,
in general, you'll get people celebrating, and if they're in that area, they're just going to take pictures and stuff like that. It's just part of the celebration. Look at when you won the FA Cup and Wilshire's singing, "What do you think of Tottenham?" Shit. Yeah. Whatever it was. So it just happens, doesn't it?
Yeah. I don't care. I don't care about Arsenal. I went to get absolutely shit faced. Yeah. I mean, 11 a.m. you would probably do that at 11 a.m. I was surprised you weren't drinking the other night on the show. To be fair, Charlotte, but good on you. Good on you. Facts, to be honest. Yeah. If that's in terms of what we've been speaking about, I don't know. I'd like to think there are Arsenal fans that just a majority of our fan base that wouldn't go and do that. In terms of Conte to Spurs, we're going to touch on that very briefly at the end. Why would I be fucking worried? No. I mean, why? He's not going to really do you any favours. I think it's Mourinho all over again. He'll probably be sacked in 12 months as well. He's a good gaffer, but great joke though. Oh, interesting. We'll see. But yeah, fair play to Chelsea, to be honest. Massive for them.
Tuchel's got Pep's number in him.
Yeah,
3 times in a row.
I think the fact that you only just scraped top 4 says a lot. I think winning the Champions League has maybe proven a point that you're still in this race and you might be title contenders next season. We'll see. Yes, I don't want him similar to Jose. I say in comparison, I don't think it will last as long as. I think they'll last the same time. But I wouldn't say he's the same manager. He might do better. I don't think he'll. I mean,
Interside tore it up this year.
Yeah, Conference League is.
Lukaku's into one of the best players in the world now.
Conference League is a hit and miss. No one knows what to expect. That's the thing. No one knows who you're up against. Like, there's certain teams in there that you wouldn't expect in it. Sam saying, "Fuck off, Chelsea. Chelsea's shit." I'm glad you're not live on the stream saying that, Sam. Yeah, but fuck Chelsea. No matter what you've won, London is red. More trophies than you combined. So. Than you and Tottenham combined, in fact. But yeah, we'll move on. Congrats to them, though. I mean, you played without an actual striker in your front line and you still beat City, so that says a lot.
Come back when you got 6 European trophies.
No comments.
I can't say anything about European trophies.
Yeah, but let's talk transfers and obviously managers. Big hot topic. We've been talking about it in the comments, so we're going to go to Conte to Spurs. What do we think of this? And in fact, more importantly, actually, let's touch on this man first, because this is just massive. What do we all think about this? Anyone that's tuning in, let us know your thoughts in the comments. Ancelotti has bottled it. One season, he was meant to go top 4. He was meant to take Everton all the way to the top, Champions League, what have you. Charlotte's rattled. Charlotte, you're rattled, love. Oh, my God. It's kicking off. Come back when you've won a champion. London is blue currently. Thanks. Sorry, where's Arsenal top 4 in your trophy? Conte wouldn't. Yeah, bloody hell, she's gone. Any Arsenal fans in the chat, make sure you let her have it back. I'm not gonna, because it'll be a world's end. But yeah, more importantly, Ancelotti has left Everton after one season. He was meant to take them to the top 4. They were top of the league at the beginning of the season. Let's remember that.
They won it, didn't they?
Yeah. By the way, fans are going on. They won it.
I think it's a big shot for him. But having read what he said, he's left for sort of more personal reasons. That's what he said. He's left for more personal reasons. It's a good move for him right now, for him and his family. Which if that's the case, then fair.
Why live in Everton when you can live in Madrid?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, why go for burgers when steak's at home? Do you get what I mean? But
yeah, so that's that really. We quickly read up about Nuno might be going to Everton. Is that a good move for him?
Let's get Lee, you're a Liverpool fan, so this is bigger for you than anyone. Obviously, Everton are your rivals. I know you probably don't see it like that way because Everton are usually
friendly rivals.
Yeah, friendly rivals. Let's be real. What do you think this does for Everton? How much work is there to be done?
Everton in the mud, isn't it? Ancelotti brings in the big name players. When you look at some of the signings, he brings in like James Rodriguez, probably wouldn't have gone there. Allen, people like that.
And again, will these guys stay now?
Yeah, will they stay? What bigger names can they now attract? I think it's a massive loss for him.
Yeah.
He's clearly a good manager. That's why he's getting the big moves to the big teams. He's won it all before. It's a big step back for them, I think.
Big,
and
yeah.
I love to see it.
Yeah, great comments. Who's gonna stay at Everton? That's the big part. Who's he gonna take back with him to Madrid? I mean, let's be real. Like you said, your Sangrias, you see, it's there, isn't it? It's there right in front of you. Harsh for Everton, to be honest. Sign players to push on for a trophy, then ditches them at the first chance. I echo that. G, thank you for tuning in. Rodriguez left for Ancelotti, and he just left at the end of the season. Yeah. He'll probably go back with him, I think, if anything. Luke Story saying Calvert-Lewin to Spurs. Fucking big shout. No, I don't believe. I think it all depends on who comes in as Everton manager, personally.
I think Spurs would love him, but
Spurs would take him. Spurs are taken, but he's still young. There's no point in him going anywhere.
I think Calvert's bigger than Spurs.
I think he deserves better. I'll echo what Daddy just said. Calvert-Lewin deserves better.
I think he'll be like the Everton Harry Kane. Like he'll stay there a couple of years. Didn't realise he actually wants a trophy.
Yeah,
so he'll leave for a bigger club.
Yeah, 100%. The thing is, with Spurs and
he just said he wants to win a trophy. So
He's not going to do it.
With Spurs and Everton, what's the difference? Let's be real. All the difference is Conference League. Like Conference League isn't really much to sell. I think no one knows what to expect. If an Everton manager comes in and has potential there, like to grow the team and maybe get them into Europe, then fair play. You may as well stick about because Spurs have only got that Conference League to sell to them. And they haven't even got a manager yet either. They're in the same position as Everton. But yeah, speaking of Tottenham, while we're on that shitty subject, we're not biased, I promise, but I'll get the same sort of talk if I was on the Spurs channel or if anything else. So I'm an Arsenal fan. I'm gonna stick to what I know. Conte rumored to be with Spurs. I mean, any Spurs fans in the group? I know both Lukes are in at the moment. Let us know what you think of this. Is it a good move? What do you think he's going to do? Does this have an impact on Kane? Is he going to keep Kane around? Even Son, what's going to happen? Let me know your thoughts. It seems like it's going to happen. Sky Italy have made it look like it's advanced talks. You've gone from getting Poch back to Conte, it's all happened in a matter of 48 hours.
People like Scott Parker rumoured, didn't they?
Yeah.
I think if they got him, that would be. There's not many people. There's not anyone better they could get, really.
Yeah, I mean,
he's a top manager at the end of the day.
Danny, your thoughts? Arsenal fan, best manager in London. People are saying. I can't disagree because he's obviously got the experience. Arteta's not really got any experience. He's won one FA Cup with us, and he's been a Man City coach.
Probably, if he did go to Tottenham, he probably would be the best manager in London, technically.
Yeah.
What he's won in the past and everything.
Yeah, it's not a bad shout. Lottie's in. Shout out to Lottie. Go follow Cannon Chatter and tune into Lottie's show tomorrow night. It's she's a new person on the panel. She's got her own show, so make sure you tune in tomorrow night. Thank you for tuning in. And we've got Sam with us, of course, saying, can't wait for Lee to do a little rendition on that piano. Kane stays if Conte comes.
Kane's going.
Spurs bringing in.
He's already made his mind up.
Doff as well. I hope you let me know who Doff is. I'm guessing that's obviously a typo, but God knows. Can't see it working at all for us. Yeah, that's what I love to hear, Luke. With me, I hope it doesn't. I hope he throws you under the bus. I don't even like Conte that much. When you were linked to certain managers, I was thinking, no, please don't. Even Nuno, I think he's a class character. I just don't want someone I like to go there because it's a bit bittersweet. Director of football. Oh, I have to look into that. Can't say I'll show you too much. Paul Madden, absolute ledge. Paul Madden, big up. Cheers for tuning in. Kane is on his
Yes,
mad dog. Kane is on his way to Man City no matter what. Spurs will get 150 mil. Dosh, big call. I think 150 mil is too much money in this climate. Maybe in another day.
I don't know. I feel like City might be a little bit desperate after they lost the other day.
Yeah,
I
true.
feel like
But
they might want to make a big
do you think that was the reason? I don't want to go back to, but do you think that was the reason because they didn't have a main striker? The chairman is announced. The chairman.
I personally think there's a gap there for Kane to go City.
Oh,
I think he'll slot right in. And as Mad Dog said, it's a lot of dough for Tottenham.
Yeah.
Whether they'll use that money to their advantage. And like Luke Sorry just said, Kane has to go if he has ambition. He's too good for us now.
Yeah.
And Kane's getting, he's still got a few years left in him, and he wants to win these big trophies.
Yeah.
See
a lot of you are in. If you haven't already, smash that like button. Thank you, Paul. Good show already, it says. Luke Story says, Kane has to go if he has ambition. He's too good for us now. I wish I could screenshot that right now, but I think it'll. But yeah, you're right.
It's true.
I think Kane's 27 years old. I hope it's a massive shop window for him in the Euros. We all want it coming home. Let's be real. And I hope he goes and wins silverware. He deserves it. People need to follow suit. You want trophies, like he said in his interview with Gary Neville. I think as good as you can be, you want to at least win something. Surely Luke isn't a Spurs fan.
I think this Luke makes more sense.
Yeah. He's waking up. He's seen reality, Luke. Spurs are going nowhere. If he goes City, he will get trophies. Mate, if Kane goes City, we are all in big trouble because that is the league over.
Yeah, I want him to stay at Spurs, but
yeah, because if he goes City, it just won't be fun to watch anymore. Do you get what I mean?
Any other top English team?
Yeah. But let's talk England. I think actually because I think that's what we all want to talk about.
Coming home.
We're going to do transfer talk next week, and we'll talk bigger things and like what's actually happening at the moment. So let's get your thoughts on Southgate's named 26. Anyone that's tuned in, I want to make sure you feel the same as what we do. I'll go around the table and then I'll come to myself last on who's been picked. I think there's an obvious thing is the fact that there's 10 defenders, but Danny.
Right, I said this before. I put it on the poll as well on Insta.
It's coming, football's coming home. It's coming home. It's coming home. It's coming, football's coming home.
I can't wait to sing that in a couple of weeks' time.
No, but Danny, go back to that.
So the obvious one for me, and I'm sure you'll all agree, is again we just said the 10 defenders, the 4 right backs, and Jesse Lingard missing out. After a season Jesse Lingard's had at West Ham as well. Let's not, at West Ham, I think it's a shame for him. I'd personally lose either Kieran Trippier or Kyle Walker, and I'd swap him in for Jesse Lingard.
Kyle Walker, big shout.
Personally, I just think there's, you've got 5 midfielders only.
Yeah. Big problems. Henderson's not that fit too either. So.
Other than that, Trent, again, I'm not shocked he has picked him. Then again, I wouldn't have been shocked if he didn't have picked him. So,
is that because of him or because of you?
I just think because of him this season. I don't think he's been at his best. But
listen, Lee, he's waiting for you to bounce. Come on.
But again,
Trent is.
He has to go. Yeah, he has to
go. You think when England?
Okay, we haven't actually seen the lineup at the moment. We'll get into that, but apparently Saka's starting tonight.
We've got a lineup, Scott.
Right, Scott's got it. He's in the back. Saka's starting tonight too.
Why wait for the lineup? What do you think of Jordan Henderson as well? Considering he's been out for
leadership.
He was on the bench.
Is it experience and leadership he's taking in?
Yeah, a bit of that, and he's a good player as well. People forget he's actually a really good player.
So we've got the lineup here.
Mings starting. Mings. Oh my.
So we've got Jordan Pickford, Maguire, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Kieran Trippier, Declan Rice, Tyrone
Mings and Cody. I refuse to watch. I refuse to believe that they're our two centre halves.
And Jesse Lingard. It's a strong lineup.
I want to bring up a comment that someone made the other day, and it's a very, very, very big comment. People like James Tarkowski, Tamori, I can't even remember. Even Konza. How the hell has Mings got in the provisional squad? Never mind. How has that happened?
It's a very.
It's kind of Cody.
You think to pick?
Yeah, even Cody.
But I think it's the fact they've played for England before.
Yeah.
And they've done all right when they've played.
Yeah.
I think for me, that's the reason why Southgate's picked him. He's gone with players that he's picked before.
Let's go with comments. So we got Luke saying Trent is versatile as a right wing back or right back, 100%. Lingard competing for too many opposition.
All this Trent talk is just. I think Southgate had a press conference on it yesterday.
Yeah, and he said he was always going.
He told him 3 weeks ago he's going to be in the squad. And if you think of classic games in the past, right, where England are chasing a goal when they're about to go out and they hit it long as they always do, who do you want hitting it into the box to Kane in like with 10 minutes to go? You want
100%.
Trent out of anyone in that.
It must be very hard for Gareth Southgate to pick, to narrow it all down because there's been some unphenomenal.
Lingard competing for too many positions with likes of Grealish, Foden, Mount. Good comment. I personally think there's something going on. I reckon there's going to be an injury, and late on, because they've said, haven't they, that you've got till. We were talking about this yesterday off air.
Provisional players are there till the end of the season.
And they've got till the 11th or something to include someone. I reckon someone's going to come in last minute.
Luke Story's comment quickly.
It's strange that Lingard's starting tonight.
Huh?
Strange that Lingard.
Well, apparently, he gave them the choice. He gave them the choice to go home, and they decided to remain there. So they want to fight, which I like. I like the sight of that. I like hunger. If they're giving hunger, then fair enough. Walker and James can play as right. Would you trust them though, Luke? I personally wouldn't.
Walker and James centre back.
No, I'm not against. If we're talking like Euros,
back three, maybe.
James is unreal.
Yeah, in the back three. Yeah, he said in the back three. Fair play. Good point. Cody's lucky to be there, man. 100%. How the hell is Cody there? Tamori hasn't gone, and he's had his best season in Italy. Let's be real. Best thing he could have done is going out there. And even Konza, I don't get how him or Mings are ahead of Konza, and even Ben Godfrey. What an absolute embarrassment.
Super right now.
But yeah, let's go to the midfield because there's too much to talk about. The midfield is lacking, like Danny just touched on. Absolute lacking. I mean, 5 midfielders. If one of them, if Henderson gets injured, which is more than likely, we are in fucking trouble. Let's be real. It all depends on formation. Because if he does go and do if he goes and does a, let's say 3-5-2 or 3, who knows? He could play anything. Knowing Southgate, he'll go and park the bus and play 2 CDMs. So we're fucked because if Henderson gets injured, then we're left with literally Rice and Phillips.
You can play
Bellingham, I don't see him as a starter. I don't see him as a starter. He's a baller, but first come.
If he can start for Dortmund in Champions League,
exactly.
Yeah, very true, very true. But yeah, lads, got to jump up to get ready for my show. Have a good show. Yeah. I'm going to make sure I comment into that. If you're a Tottenham fan tuning in, make sure you go and check out Rivalry Aside TV for the Spurs review.
After you finish with ours.
After you finish with ours, of course. Brilliant. But yeah, midfield. Ward-Prowse, would you have taken him? Bad season? No. All right. No. Here we go, Danny.
I love his free kicks.
I just think, as I said, I don't think I wouldn't take him, but there is no one else I'd rather have over a free kick in the 90th minute we need to go.
We have good free kick. We have Trent for that. Trent, and not just like Kane can finish.
But I read somewhere. What a pint, by the way, Scott.
Let's see that. He won't show.
No, as I said, I think I read somewhere that Ward-Prowse has played every single minute.
He's got incredible energy.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. I think Ward-Prowse, the problem is it is just set pieces.
Let's be honest, Southampton have been terrible second half of the season.
Yeah. Let's talk about forwards. Calvert-Lewin, obviously.
Is there anyone you take out and put in?
I think Saka is lucky that Greenwood got pulled out personally, and I'm saying that as an Arsenal fan.
I'm a bit gutted Greenwood ain't gone, to be honest.
But Greenwood is
going. But
I
agree. I think
Greenwood's had a better season all round.
He's probably took him off. He's more versatile.
But you're not.
But then with the 10 defenders, you don't really need Saka in defence.
Can you see Saka playing left back? No chance.
Not with 10 defenders.
And right back? No, you fucking can't. So realistically, he's gone as a forward. He is gone as a forward. Let's be real. Yeah. Saka's not going for versatile. He's going to play left wing or right wing.
In midfield if
he's not going for his versatility because he will not play.
I don't think Jordan Henderson will start at all. obviously.
Nah. If he's fit, he's going. If he's fit, and if
he's got these two
going,
he's got these 2 friendlies to get fitness up in 2 weeks of training, and he was on the bench for the last of Liverpool's games. He's got plenty of time to get a bit of fitness up.
Yeah,
get his match sharpness up a bit.
It'd be interesting to
plus,
see.
we should realistically sail through the groups. So he'll be fit for
Croatia first game.
He will be match sharp for the knockouts.
Croatia first game. We've got
leadership as well. Leadership.
It's so crucial for us in Kane.
Seems fitting, but rivalry aside, Henderson has leadership. We haven't got much of that really. Let's be fair in the England squad. Foden
should be the captain, if anything, not fucking Harry
Kane. Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. I'm not saying that just because it's Tottenham. I think Henderson's a better captain than Harry Kane. I don't like a striker as a forward. Let me know your thoughts. Foden is so crucial for us, and Kane if they have good Euros.
I was just about to talk. Do we play with a front three, mate? Obviously, Kane up top.
Where would you play Foden? Out wing or behind?
I thought it was a massive shout to give
Grealish. I would place it.
Well.
Yeah.
I thought that was a bold shout.
Great shout. Yeah, squad numbers massive.
That he's going to be starting.
Yeah, I think because number 7, number 7 is a big comment, isn't it? But then again, Lingard was number 7 for us years ago. Jesse Lingard was our number 7, so it could mean anything. But yeah. I'm going to go through it. I'm going to go through it. I'm going to go through it, and I'm going to say my starting 11.
Yeah, I'm happy with the squad.
And then we'll go round the group.
For Croatia, you're starting 11 for the first game.
Well, anyone I start on Sunday, next Sunday.
Is it going to be your starting 11? Is it your starting 11 or what you think Southgate's going to do?
No, mine. What I would do. Southgate would do the opposite. Yeah, so it's got to be Pickford in goal, surely. I think just based on experience, and he's not been bad for Everton at the moment. Trent on the right, of course. Shaw's got to be on the left. Maguire, dependent on fitness. It's a tough one. I don't want to say anyone else, but Maguire and Stones, I'm hoping. Henderson and Rice, if both are fit as they can be. And to me, I would have Mount behind the front three, and then I'd have Foden, Grealish, and Kane, personally. I'm not even being horrible to Rashford or Sancho. I just think that's different. And Rashford and Sancho, I think... Even Sterling. He's had a shit season. I think you play what isn't known. I honestly would play that.
Sterling is going to start no matter what you say.
Yeah, I would have Matt. The way I see it, yeah, he won't. Southgate would do different to this. But the way I see it, Mount and Foden have been England's best players this season. Besides the players that you get, but Grealish has been out. So you can't not play them. I think it's different as well. Exciting. But yeah, that'll be mine. Danny, going to you. In goal.
In goal, obviously, Jordan Pickford. This is where it gets.
What about Ramsdale, who Sam said? Sam, if you're still tuned in, remember that Ramsdale comment you made the other week? Absolutely.
What did he say?
Ramsdale. He said Ramsdale over Pickford.
No, it's going to be Ramsdale, Henderson, and Johnston, isn't it?
Chat shit. But anyway, yeah.
So who would he take out then?
Pickford. He thought Pickford was not going. But anyway, Danny.
This is why he's got sacked.
Sam's seen off. Sterling should be on the bench. He doesn't deserve to start personally. Good lineup then. Cheers, mate. Thank you for tuning in as always. Big follower of us.
I think the only one I'm pretty much with you, Danny. I think the only one I would say that wouldn't start is obviously Harry Maguire.
He won't because of fitness, but
I would have Tyrone Mings in there.
Yeah, I think if Maguire's not there,
over Cody, definitely. Yeah. Over Cody, this is the problem. We got 10 defenders, and only a few.
I agree
only a few of them are centre half.
I don't think Rashford will start. I'd love to see Grealish start as a number 7. Phil Foden, Harry Kane.
By the way, those tuned in, let us know your thoughts. The problem is we've got 10 defenders, and only a few of them, only like 4 or 5 of them, are actual centre halves.
I think Cody will only start if they play back.
Yeah, Cody's got to be the last resort. Cody's got to be last resort.
I can see him doing a back 3.
I can't see Cody starting at all.
If it's a back 4, if Maguire's not fit.
Yeah.
If it's back 3, I think he's going Mings.
I still don't think he gets in front of Mings.
Here we go. Anyway, Lee, you're starting 11.
I'm finding 2 hours pick, but I would go. I think Pickford in goal, obviously. Walker, Stone.
Right
Walker right back. Stones, Maguire, Shaw.
Trent.
No, not Trent.
Bloody
hell. Declan
Can't believe
Rice.
we've picked Trent and he hasn't.
Henderson.
He's normally sucking off Trent.
I love Trent, but I just think
He's
Walker.
normally
I think
slagging
Walker
him
will
off.
start. I like Walker.
Cody will be making the drinks. Luke, best comment you've ever made.
Yeah, I think Rice, Henderson.
Yeah, Cody's only there for his injuries.
Foden, Kane. Yeah, probably Sterling. I'd say pretty.
Did you say Sterling?
Sterling.
I think
I'd
you need
rather
a bit-
Rashford.
you need a
I'd
bit of
rather
pace. You
Rashford.
need a bit of pace.
Rashford's had a better season than Sterling. I'd rather Rashford if he's going to pick one of them.
Yeah, but like your front three, for example, Grealish, Kane, Foden.
Yeah.
Where's the pace?
Yeah.
Where's the pace there?
We cannot forget my absolute boy, and I think anyone tuning in that's an Arsenal fan is going to know what I'm talking about. The fact that my guy made it. Star boy, he is. And I'm telling you, I will do 15 Jaegers if this guy scores happily in a pub.
15.
15 Jaegers. I'll be.
That's on camera.
That's live. That's live. If this guy scores for England,
I was going to be fine.
I'm going mental.
To be fair, though, that's one short than you normally do.
Yeah, to be fair, it's not that far off.
I want
I'm
people
so happy.
Generally, like, not Arsenal related, but I want people to let me know or let us know what
Luke,
Saka
Luke,
going.
please, Saka. Luke just wants to see me fucked.
I think people forget how old he is.
All we need is
As
Bukayo
well.
Saka. Yeah, I mean,
he's 18 years old.
18 years old, and he's in his.
Jude Bellingham's 17, mate.
Yeah,
No,
no,
he's
but
a fucking baller.
let's be real. Saka's not going to play much. What I don't understand, right? There's Arsenal fans out there saying that he shouldn't have gone to rest him for next season. He's going to probably play about 60 minutes tops in this whole competition.
He might play the third game.
Yeah, he might come on once we're through. Maybe he might
I
even
think he scores
start.
an absolute
But
fucking worldie.
He's the Theo Walcott 2002
Yeah,
World
but
Cup.
they earn money. They earn money to play. The way I see it, next
They
season.
give the money away to charity.
Yeah, but next season he's gonna be fine. He's not gonna play enough. He isn't gonna be playing every game. I think the only reason he's in is
like
because
you
of
said,
Greenwood.
If we wrap up the group in the first two games, he will play. Like
Yeah.
Connor Cody will play.
They did it.
Saka will play.
They did it in Russia, didn't they? When we played Belgium, they changed the line.
I'd love a beer. I'd love a beer.
Yeah.
Anyone want a beer?
Shout out to the birthday boy Ashley Davis. We move. Hope you're having a good
birthday,
time.
Ashley.
Happy
Yeah.
birthday, bro. Hope you're
Yes,
having a good
Ash.
time in Norfolk.
Happy birthday, son.
Yeah, get the fuck off. We've spoke about Chelsea. Go have a good time with your family, bro. But yeah, good to see you. Cheers for tuning on. Hope you have a good weekend. We'll meet up next week. Can we sneak Tierney on the plane? We don't have many players with that passion.
Fuck Tierney.
Big up my fucking
Oh,
boy,
it's kinda
Kieran
gets-
Tierney.
That's a
Against
Spurs
the-
fan, by the way. That's a Spurs fan
Even
tuning
though I
in.
hope he
Cheers,
has a
Ash.
shit
That's
game
a
against
Spurs
England.
fan tuning in as well. Saying that,
Luke Shaw's going to show him up in that game.
nah, to be fair, I can't wait to see Tierney against Saka. I hope he comes on in the Scotland game. And
That's mad. In England, Scotland, Tierney's going to be the third best left back on the pitch.
And one of them's going to be on the bench.
Let's talk about Ollie Watkins before we wrap up. Ollie Watkins, harsh to leave him. I thought when Greenwood and Lingard weren't going that he was going to go. What about you two? Do you think?
I don't think it's harsh. We all know Kane's going to start every game. We've got Calvert-Lewin to come on if Kane gets a problem with his ankles or whatever. He's made a paper. And we've also got Rashford who can play up there. In
The only thing I would
emergencies.
say about Calvert-Lewin and Harry Kane and not taking Watkins is that Calvert-Lewin and Harry Kane are kind of the same striker.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so is Watkins.
Yeah, but
So if one of them gets injured, we're
if
fucked.
If you want little something different and it ain't working,
You
Ollie
got
Watkins-
Rashford as well.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, to be fair, mate, I reckon maybe he was going to take Greenwood for that reason.
Yeah,
For
Greenwood's a
the-
striker.
to play
But
down the middle.
you think now, realistically, we've got Kane, Calvert-Lewin, Rashford as strikers. That's it, really, isn't it? We're a bit.
That's all you need.
Yeah.
No, but
You
if
only
one
play-
gets
you
in,
only
Well,
play
no,
one up top.
Sterling.
Sterling can play up top. But how many times have we seen him up top this season?
I don't want to see
Fuck
Sterling
you.
anywhere near the starting lineup.
Yeah,
I think
big,
he's getting too
big,
much.
big
I don't know
calls.
why he's getting so much
He's been
hate.
shit, mate. He got dropped by Pep Guardiola for
He
the
started
last
the
however many
Champions League
games.
final.
Exactly, he played in the Champions League final. What happened?
Yeah, he got
They fucking
lost.
lost. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean?
He's been
Guys, let us know your
England's
thoughts.
best
Who your starting lineup would be? Comment in. We always respond to our comments, or let us know
I
on
think whatever
Twitter.
we say, Southgate's going to go completely
Yeah, Southgate will go
different.
completely different
Yeah,
to what we've all said. I think we're all pretty much similar.
Well,
Like
we
mine and Danny was similar. You don't want Trent, which has completely baffled me. I'd have Trent over Walker. If you're going to take Trent, he's got to be the starting lineup.
Do you
I
want
just
mine or
think- I
in the
just think-
background?
Yeah, go on,
Who would you
Scott.
change? Would
Yeah,
you?
I'd go Pickford in goal.
Yep.
I'd go Kyle Walker right back.
If anyone can't
So
listen,
this is
Pickford, Walker.
This
Yeah,
is everyone fit, yeah?
Yeah.
Everyone fit. And I'd have Stones, Maguire.
gotta be. Yeah.
And even though I love Luke Shaw, I'd probably go Ben Chilwell left back.
Jesus.
I'd have Declan Rice holding. I'd have Mount and Foden just in front of him.
Interesting formation now.
I'd have Sancho on the right. I'd have Grealish on the left. And I'd have Harry Kane up top.
See, I like Sancho as well.
Yeah, I think everyone would love that.
Sancho's a big shot. I'd be happy with that. Sancho's not a bad player.
Rice over Henderson.
Yeah.
Snake.
I don't
Not
know.
only because of game time and stuff like that.
Do you think? Let's talk about like obviously Rice and Lingard have a. I think that would have been good for Lingard being there because Rice and Lingard have like made a bond. You know what I mean?
Well, the thing is with Mason Mount as well. Like even though he'll play in that attacking role, he's fucking everywhere on the pitch, mate. He's literally everywhere. He'll go and help Declan Rice out. He'll go and help the wingers out. He'll go help Harry Kane up top. So that's why, like, obviously, when he first got into the England squad and the Chelsea squad, everyone was saying about him being a teacher's pet and all this sort of stuff. The reason he's the teacher's pet is because he's the fucking bollocks. That's why. And I would say he's probably one of the first. Obviously, Harry Kane's the first name on the team sheet, but I would say he's close second.
There is one thing everyone says about England every major tournament. Who's going to be the next Gaza? So who do we think is going to be the one player he's going to stand out for us?
Foden.
Yeah. I'm going to say Mount personally because I want to be different. And
I'm going to go Grealish.
Yeah, Grealish is a good shout.
Yeah, number 7. Number 7, Sam.
I'm going to go Foden.
Yeah, Foden.
Yeah, I've only got Mount because I want to be different, but it will be
Foden. He's
Foden.
got nothing to lose.
Did I miss the piano? But guys, we will be back tomorrow night talking MLS with Taylor. Make sure you tune in for that. It'll be an interesting one. It'll be different. We'll be talking about the differences between the American game and the English game, of course.
He doesn't.
No. He's a big fan of Orlando City. We'll be talking Arsenal. He's an Arsenal fan, unfortunately. So I'm sure you'll like to get involved in that, hearing us talk about the shit season we've had. But yeah, thank you all for tuning in, and we move.
Big up the stumbling.
Big up the stumbling. We move. See you later, guys.